My bad, y'all. My video cut off a little too early, but like I was saying is that you guys owe Cam Newton an apology. You know, you guys tried to say that Cam didn't know what he talking about, but y'all wanted to give credence to all of these bum-ass quarterbacks, guys who weren't all that in the league. They were perennial backups. They ain't amount to shit. But yet you guys are gonna say their analysis matters. No, it doesn't. They didn't play the game at a high level. And the only reason some of them got to play was because of their skin tone. Not because of their skill. You guys know that. We know that. So why are we out here lying to ourselves as a people? Why are we lying to ourselves as people? But excuse me. But I saw The Color Purple last night, right? Why can't we make movies without having to tear down the black man or have the black man tear down the dark-skinned woman? That film was such a travesty. The musical, all of that stuff. I mean, look, Color Purple's a classic. I don't like The Color Purple. I don't like The Color Purple because I believe is that we're still stuck in this stigma. I don't like Amistad. Only one of them slave movies I liked was Birth of a Nation. The Tuskegee Airmen and stuff, those are good. Those were great. The other ones were good. Gettysburg, that was great to see Denzel and all of them in it. That was dope. And then we got to see at the end of Birth of a Nation that Denzel's character was the one who snitched on everybody, then came back in the Civil War to try to save everyone. So those movies were, how do I say, those movies were great. But as far as 1,000 Years a Slave or whatever, all that shit, all that stuff is terrible. Color Purple is overrated. All it is I'm a bash the black man, and the black woman don't need, the black woman is the leader of, she can lead the man, do whatever that she want and all of that. It's like, all right, whatever. This one was less graphic than the first one. The first one was very graphic. Like, I mean, very graphic. Very graphic. This one was more light, more of a light feel, and they kind of flushed out the story more from the beginning. Like, we found out about Celie's mother and her father, how the stepdad basically took over when, you know, she died, and he took advantage of her and stuff. She got pregnant and everything. And then he was selling her babies off and stuff to people who didn't have, you know, who couldn't give birth. You know, it was a little more sinister in this one. But the old one was a lot more maniacal, more out this world, like batshit crazy a little bit. You know, but I mean, we know what's up. That's the only movies that I believe they think they can make. Black people can make so much stuff. Like, we can make a fantasy like Rebel Moon? Why can't black people make a Rebel Moon or make a Star Wars? Why can't we make things of this nature? Oh, we're not getting the credit for it. Well, I mean, I understand, but we got all these brothers out here, but we can't make our own shit. We gotta go to, like, when we want to make a comic book character, we can't create our own. And then when we do, they'll steal it from us. Or they'll do what it takes to try to bleed our company and then be forced to sign with them. You know, we don't have ownership in nothing, and, you know, we don't make movies like they used to be. Like Boomerang was a classic film. Harlem Nights, classic. Coming to America, classic. But we don't have these films no more. We had the films with Bill Cosby, Beach. I think it was Beach Street? I can't think of the name of it. Uptown Saturday Night, excuse me. Uptown Saturday Night went hard. You know, Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman and all that. See, we don't have stuff like that. You know, Dead Presidents was underrated. With Lorenz Tate and Keith David in it. You know, they went to rob a bank. They went to the army and they was messed up. We don't have stuff like that anymore. We don't. Like, all we could do is be dope dealers, drug dealers, or be strung out on drugs. Or hoes and pimps. That's it. Or be demasculated by the woman. Then they make the light-skinned woman like able to do whatever she want and make her the top priority or whatever. You know, they made her sister in this one light-skinned, which I did not like. You should have made her dark-skinned. But they made the mother kind of light-skinned, so it was like, okay. So whatever. Then of course you had the man falling in love with the light-skinned chick, the light-skinned beauty and shit. It's like, what? It was all terrible, man. The music was straight, but all it was a Negro spiritual song. I could have gone to watch Trolls with my nieces, man. They was watching Trolls. I could have went to go watch Trolls. But I wasted my time watching this bullshit Color Purple. And I don't like it, man. It just paints us in a negative light. And that's what Oprah loves to do. Oprah loves to do shit like that. Her and her carpet muncher, allegedly, Gail. That's all they do is find a way to tear black men down and uplift women. Like, why you can't uplift both? Like, why can't we uplift or have more shows with black love? I ain't talking about that one show Anthony Anderson is on. I'm talking about a real show. You know, like Good Times. Like, why can't we have a Good Times of our own today where we have people in the hood struggling, but they're still getting by, doing the 9 to 5, the wife doing 9 to 5, the kids going to school, and then, you know, show them at the end of the story, go to school, do something with their lives, and pull their family, you know, out the hood and build them up. But we don't have that type of story no more. We gotta have a story where the daddy beating the shit out the mama, and then he's trying to R-word the kids. It's a travesty, man. But Color Purple, I gave it a 2 out of 4 stars. I really wasn't interested in it. You know, some people think it's a classic. I just think it was an overrated movie. But whatever. But take it how you feel. Thank y'all for listening, man. This is a continuation from the last video. Oh, and you guys owe Cam Newton an apology. So, thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.